Good morning, everyone. This is Cyril Gupta, the best friend in your business, and we're gonna start the webinar in a couple more minutes. Just a couple more minutes to go. Welcome to the webinar. Just making sure that everything is working fine. Let me know if you can hear me. You can see my screen. Everything is clear to you. The audio is clear. Barb says yes. Thanks for confirming, Barb. Really appreciate it. Swati says yes. So I guess things are working. If you can hear me, if you can't hear me, try to change your speakers inside of Teams. Usually it works pretty well. So it should go smooth and we'll try to have a nice chilled morning here. The mission is to discover a new system, a new way of getting traffic online, of making money online through AI, but through unique and trending content, right? We're going to talk about how to tap into AI and get the latest, the best trending content from sources which are not frontline accessible to AI and also to Google to transform that in a way where it becomes accessible to search and AI and then use that first opportunity to rank and to get ranked not just in Google but also in AI search. So who's excited about this? Let me know if you are excited to find out how to make the most of the new trending and changing world of search organic traffic, and I will get started. Let me get see some enthusiasm in the room, guys. Let me know that you are present, that your attention is focused, and you are here listening to the message, listening to the webinar. Drop me a yes if you are ready to go forward and learn more. Lindsay Bond is here. He says, I'm excited whenever I hear the name Cyril or Technic Force. Thank you, Lindsay. Really appreciate it. And welcome back to the webinar. I think it's very late in Australia where you are. Ayo Adilaha says yes, but that's only two people, guys. I need to see some more enthusiasm. I need to see some more focus in the room. And I need to see your presence, your attention. Need to make sure that you're all here, right? So come on in and we will get started with the topic. Awesome. Also, drop me details about where you're from. I need to get to know you guys. I need to get to know who you are, where you're from, and need to understand how the room is so that I can give you the content that you can place in context. Pantaleon Shoki, you are from Tanzania. Wow, welcome from Tanzania. I've always wanted to go to Tanzania or middle of Africa, but so far I haven't traveled there. Maybe one day. Matthew Janine says 4 p.m. here in Switzerland. Absolutely. I'm here in Dubai and it's about 6 p.m. here. So you are only 2 hours behind me. And it's a very hot summer evening. It really gets hot in the desert in the summers. And I'm sure Switzerland is much better. You must be enjoying some really cool weather. So awesome to hear from you, Matthew. And yep, Switzerland too is hot. Okay, but not comparing to Dubai. We get 50 degrees centigrades every day, which is a bit crazy. All right, so let's proceed and talk about the topic that is on the webinar, unlocking massive organic traffic by repurposing social and web content with AI. A very, very quick survey. Who here has already got a blog or a site where you write content, where you write articles? Drop me the information about whether you have a blog or not. Write a simple yes or one. It would be enough in the chat so that I can know whether you are going to benefit the most from this message or not. Matthew says yes. Pantaleon, yes. One, yes, you also have a blog. I think most of the people have a blog. Claudia, well, you've sent a message in Spanish, and I can read a little bit of Spanish, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm not gonna try to translate or pronounce it. It will embarrass me. So in any case, you have Bloggy, which is great. And Steve says a couple of newsletters. So you got a blog and a couple of newsletters too. That's awesome. Now, the first thing, the premise that I want to establish, and I think many of you might agree if you are seeing the trends yourself, the future of search is not Google. Well, we are at a special juncture in the organic content in the search market, and it reminds me of the time when Yahoo was the mainstream search engine. I was still quite young. I was a teenager back then. And Yahoo then changed over, I think it was early 2000s. And Google came in just about that time. And it started eating market share from Yahoo. And it happened so suddenly, just in 2 years, Google was the dominant search engine. We are at a similar moment, guys. The only difference is this time the victim is not going to be Yahoo, it's going to be Google itself. And guess what is taking market share away from Google? It's not another search engine. It is a compendium of search engines, or I would say technologies. Every single platform is taking away search from Google, and that technology is of course AI, artificial intelligence. And how is that happening? Because right now we are in a literal gold rush of AI. Yes, it still has not paused, and AI is grabbing market share, grabbing eyeballs like crazy. Now, personally, I can tell you from my experience, and I'm going to ask you after I share my experience with you about this topic, about this question. Now, I used to spend a lot of time on Google just about a couple of years ago. In a day, I would visit Google multiple times, maybe at least 10 or 15 times, looking for information, looking for search. And most of the time I was actually going to look for things multiple times with multiple keywords, trying to find the right information. But ever since the third version of ChatGPT came in, and then ChatGPT 4 came in, and all of those other AIs got an upgrade, Grok came in, I hardly ever go to Google. Now, sometimes it's even 3 days before I go to Google again. Who else has experienced this? Has it happened to you yet? If not, give me a two. And if it has already happened to you, I want to see a one from you. Who's already spending more time looking for information, looking for questions, looking for data or content or answers on AI than on Google? Check it out. We've got a couple of responses there from Matthew and Steve. Both of you say one. Tony says yes, and Lindsay also one. Well, that is what it's all about. People are not going to Google to find their answers. Now they're finding their answers from AI. And everybody understands, all of us know that the loss that Google has means it's a loss of organic traffic to everyone who's built a website out there. So the way SEO is done in the past, all of that optimization rules that you learned in the past about keywords, about trying to put in, a special number of keywords in the article, or trying to present your header in a certain way, or meta description, or all of those fancy stuff, well, you can just throw them out of the window, because technology now has taken a turn which is massively different. What's happening now is AI can actually understand content, right? So I don't know if you understand, if you remember this a couple of years ago, actually 4 years ago, there was a technology from Google which was called Brain something, and Google was claiming that they can read the content and try to build understanding of it. Well, AI is the big daddy of that technology, because now with the current AI tech, every article can be understood and placed in context with all of the other content that is on the web. So it can be placed in context with all of the knowledge that AI already has. That means you got to change the game, you got to change the rules, and you need to find a new way of doing AI SEO, or doing SEO that is AI first, because that's where the market share is going right now. AI still has only about 15% of the market share, and Google has 85% of search. Because like Frank is in the chat today. He said that I'm using Google more than AI. Well, he's the only guy today in chat who does that. So like Frank, there are people who are not technologically migrated yet, and of course most of them are not in this room, because we are a technology business. All of you guys are technology guys, you are already at the forefront of tech. But most of the people, I'm talking about the basic 85% of the crowd, they're not clued in like you guys, and they are much more backward. They're not many of them haven't even discovered AI yet. That's the kind of thing there is. So right now we are kind of like at the doorstep of a massive opportunity. And if you get in today, you might find yourself in the moment like people who first started, optimizing for Google, and who were able to create massive content empires, who were able to unlock massive earnings by tapping into the Google algorithm early on. So who's excited about that? Who wants to tap into the AI algorithm early on and capture this market? Give me a one. And I will show you the system, because that is the system. That is the system of the future. An entirely new search algorithm is coming in, and the people I'm hearing from you guys, I can now read the heat room, heating up, and it's really a good thing to see the energy rising. I see Matthew, Lindsay, Dale, Tony, Pantaleon, Steve, Frank. All of us are excited to discover how how you can use AI and dominate AI to dominate AI search. So the first thing everybody knows, and this is common for both AI and Google SEO, search loves human content. There is even a algorithm or even a principle that Google says that you must honor, and that is EEAT: experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness, right? So if you have all of those things in place, that's when you start to rank. That's what Google says, and it's true even for AI, because both Google and AI search want fresh and trending human content, and AI even more so. I will tell you exactly why. Now, in the past, Google PageRank was all about placing articles on top based on how many links they have, right? If an article had more links, that was the proof that it was well written, and which is lame. Think about it. It's lame. It's absolutely an algorithm that can be gamed. If you are just going to refer a content because other people have linked back to it, well, more people can link back to bad content and it still rises. That was the biggest problem that Google faced and is still facing, right? Google search is pretty unusable in comparison to AI, but AI does not do that. AI actually understands what's being written, and it understands what is being said, how well it is being said. And that's why you need to now optimize your content in a way where you have to change the paradigm. You have to just throw away all the rules that you had earlier and focus on one small trick. So now the trick, or the shortcut, or the only way to kind of make this a faster process for you, ranking and getting organic traffic in the world of AI, the source is fresh human content, right? You gotta give AI exactly what it wants, and it wants human created content. And I will tell you what's the best place to get it. You can even see the logos on the screen right now. And you know what the logos are. These are basic social media websites, social websites like Facebook, Threads, Instagram, LinkedIn. Then there are discussion forums where a lot of buzz is happening, like Quora, which is a very strong site for questions and answers. And then there is Reddit, which is kind of like a treasure trove for trending topics, problems, for discussions, for solutions and debates. And of course, if you think about products, you've got e-com websites like Amazon and a bunch of other websites, Shopify, whatever you can think of. Then if you talk about analysis, the latest things or discussions or podcasts, you've got to think about YouTube. Now, these are all the different sources where you can find the latest human content, which are not articles, which are not blogs. I want you to focus on that part. All of this content is not a blog article. It's not generating organic search the way blog search does it. Have you ever seen a Facebook link inside of AI when you look for something? If anyone has ever seen a Facebook link inside of any AI when they're looking for information, give me a yes. And I'm guaranteeing there's not going to be a single yes in the room, because AI does not give you Facebook or social media links, right? That's the point of it. And the reason why it can't is because AI is banned on most social media sites. Now think about this. Every AI technology is owned by one or other big company like Google or Meta or Amazon or OpenAI. All of these companies are competing with each other. They're not friends. So Google, if they have control over a resource, they're not going to let Meta crawl that information. So Meta does not let Google Gemini or Grok or OpenAI crawl Facebook. It does not let them crawl Instagram. Similarly, OpenAI has an investment in Reddit, so they don't let all the other guys crawl Reddit, right? And it's the same for every single network. So that's why AI can maybe sometimes read that content, but it never links back. It never sends traffic. But all of us have seen, and recently more so, links inside of AI pointing back to articles, pointing back to content. And that is where you can create that shortcut. This is the massive opportunity that you have to give AI the content that it is missing, that it can't reach through social media, and short circuit your way to the top by creating blogs, by repurposing social content and ranking on both Google and AI. And exactly why? Exactly how? By giving AI, hold on there. Yeah, so we're going to talk about how to create high quality articles with social media content. That's exactly the shortcut. That's exactly the way you can, or you must, grab content which is on social media sites like Facebook or Reddit or Instagram or Threads, and convert it into blogs, convert it into articles that AI can see, that Google can see. And then because you're fresh, because you're trending, often you are the first person to present that perspective to AI. You will get referenced, you will get cataloged. And then when there is a search on that topic, when the people want, okay, can I read more about it? Where can I find a source for this information? You will emerge as the source. And that's how you can get traffic from AI in the next generation. So it's all about converting this problem into an opportunity. The first problem, AI has old access, old data. It's trained on old data and doesn't have access. So you just bring fresh content from social media to Google and to AI search, and make sure you do it massively, make sure you do it often. And that way you can supply the right signals to AI, right signals to Google, and rank with content that both of these platforms have never seen before. That's the most important criterion. You can rank with content that has never been seen before. Right. And if you're doing this manually, you have to look for stuff. You have to think of topics, which is hard. And AI, of course, solves that. On social media, you can actually find the content that is trending. If you go to X, you can every day see a new trend and you can see micro trends. And if you're in a particular niche, you can see trends connected to that niche. So it's a great way to find content that's trending. Same thing on Reddit. Go to Reddit, you will find trending topics that are happening today, incidents that are happening today, products that are launched today. All of these things can be used to convert into blogs and articles and capitalize into this opportunity. And if you were to do this manually, of course, the system that I'm teaching you today, you can do this manually. It's going to be just okay. The only problem is you will be spending all day to produce 2 articles, and that is not scalable. Anytime you are competing with a group or a person that is scalable, that has been using the right tools to do at scale what you do slowly, they are going to win over you every single time. Does that make sense, guys? You have to do things which are scalable. Now, if you want to compete with organic content, a lot of it is throwing the right content in the market. It's about hit and miss. You might throw 50 articles or 20 articles, and one of them might be able to get you a lot of traffic. We've heard that about YouTube. We've heard about that about blogging. It's the same about every single content-oriented business. You have to produce content. You have to produce a lot, and you have to do it in a way that's scalable. So now, of course, AI algorithms can do the things very quickly, but there is another problem, which has been something that might have affected some of us in the past. Now AI is producing patterns, which is very repetitive, which is very identifiable. And the reason is quite simple. For example, right now, OpenAI by itself has over 250 million users, right? That's a lot of people. All of these guys are looking for information out, and also they're writing content with AI, right? They're writing social posts, they're writing blog articles, they're writing a lot of content with AI. You can go to any social network, and if you just scroll for 30 seconds, you will find at least 2-3 different content pieces that are written by AI. And you can identify this. Even you can identify right away. You don't even need an algorithm. Why? Because it uses the same identifiable pattern. So we got to overcome that too. So social media is the ultimate frontier for content. We know the challenges. And now let's quickly talk about what kind of content you can get on each website. Facebook is great for debates and discourses. X is great for breaking news and analysis. YouTube is great for reviews and analysis. And if you're looking for business, for niche market content that is collected to your particular trade, LinkedIn is great for that. And Reddit is great for deep analysis and opinion pieces, right? So you've got all these different websites which have their own flavor. Now you can create an article which is suited to that flavor based on the data that is on that website using AI. Now, to make it easier, I've shown you the manual process. Read the article, read the post and understand it, or grok it, and then, try to format it and present it in a manner. And if you feed it to ChatGPT, get that garbage output and try to restructure it, change it in a way where it wouldn't be AI detectable. All of that work takes time. So today I'm going to show you a product that simplifies this opportunity, that makes it scalable and lets you create dozens of articles, or even, scores of articles per day, right? So you can create hundreds of articles every day in a manner which is scalable, and the articles are going to be high quality. So who's excited about this? The product is called Articalize, and I'm going to show you a demo. But first, I want to hear from you who's excited to learn how to make this a real, massive and tappable opportunity. Give me a yes if you're ready to find out next about what can Articalize do for you. Or one, Frank has already preempted me. One, it is yes. I'm seeing the yeses come in. Pantaleon, Matthew, Dale says yes. Paul, Ross, a lot of people are excited. And Matthew, you are extremely polite, of course. Yes, please. So that's great. Paul says sure. So let's go on and take a look at what Articalize can do. And I'm going to tell you this, you are going to be blown away by the capabilities of this software. I'm going to hit the play button now. Just going to make sure that you hear me. If any one of you can hear me, just, you hear the video, just drop a yes so that I know that it's playing. And I don't need to fix anything. Here we go. Welcome to Articalize. Welcome to Articalize. This is the only AI content writing software that lets you create content that actually gets ranked on Google and also on AI search engines. It works by letting you grab human content and then transforming it into a high quality, trending, and absolutely relevant article. Let's see how it works. Now, the articles that you write can be visible or are visible in the article section. Here are some articles that I wrote recently. To get started, to start your first article, what you need to do is go to Writer and you have multiple options. You can start from scratch, which is start with a blank screen. You can turn a YouTube video into an article. You can turn a Facebook post into an article. You can do the same with X threads, threads on threads.net. You can do that with Quora posts, with Reddit posts, with articles on LinkedIn, with posts on LinkedIn. You can transform any website URL, right? Absolutely any website URL into an article. You can create product reviews by sourcing content from Amazon and from any other e-com website. You can create product comparisons by just picking up content from two product websites and just putting it side by side together. You can even make listicles or write a complete article with AI. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Sourcing content from places like YouTube or social media, websites like Facebook and all, is a very smart strategy because these websites have the latest content. Whenever something new emerges, whether it's a new idea, a new incident or a happening in the world, or there's a new product or a new concept or a new thing that people want to discuss, it appears on sites like YouTube, on X, on Facebook. So that's where you should be grabbing your content from. Let's get started by converting a YouTube video into an article. Now, if you go to that page, you can of course put in a YouTube video URL and then open YouTube. Otherwise, what you can do is you can use Articalize plugin all the time. So when you're browsing the internet, you're just browsing it naturally. And let's say you like a video that you want to convert. Let's say you want to convert this video. All you need to do is click on the Articalize Chrome extension right here. Yes, there is a Chrome extension as a part of the package. And you can just click on Get Transcript. It automatically shows you the right option for every website. And once it's got the transcript, just click on Proceed to Articalize. And you will see the transcript on the screen. If you want to change it in any way, you can. Otherwise, just click on Next. And then you get to choose how you want to create the article, what kind of AIs you want to use. So we do give you options to use multiple AIs. There's of course OpenAI, ChatGPT, there is Gemini, Mistral, Claude models. There are models from Meta, Llama, and Grok 3 too. So you can use any AI you want. I'm going to use OpenAI GPT-4. It's a pretty good one. You can also select the language that you want to create the final content in. And remember, it doesn't matter what the source content is in. The final language is according to what you choose. So yes, it does the translation on runtime. Now you can also choose to either view the TOC, the table of contents that Articalize generates for that particular content that you gave as source, or you can just choose to skip that step. And of course, Articalize also creates images, right? And you have multiple models to use to create the images too. I will use GPT images 1, but there are a bunch of other models. And if you want, you can put text on the images. Yes, I want to do that. You can also choose the ratio for the image and decide how many images you want to create. And you can choose the style of the article that you want to write. So you've got so many different styles. Next, you can choose how many words you want to create. 1200 is pretty good. Just click on next, and the first thing, Articalize will look at the source content. It will automatically structure it and create a table of contents. There it is. You can modify the TOC if you want to. and you can choose from 3 different headlines. If you want to change the headline for some reason, let's say you want to use a dash instead of a colon, or you want to change anything else you want, just do that and click on next. Now the article is being written, and now the images are being generated. It takes like 20 to 30 seconds to get this done. And there you have it. This is the article. Look at the way it's structured. A perfectly made image. Then you've got the article with different headlines. And by the way, this is a very, very powerful editor. It is a very powerful AI editor. If you've used the best in the class, it's equivalent to those. And you can change anything that you want. So there's a particular subheadline and sub-subheadlines. Everything is structured in here, and you can modify it the way you want. Let's say for some reason you want to create more content for this particular headline. All you need to do is select this, and you will automatically get options like rewrite, like expand, reduce, or generate image. For example, if I want to expand, all I need to do is click here. And here is the content that's written. You can change it any way you want. If you want to reformat it or change it, change any text about it, you can do that. Once you're ready, just click on use. And there you have it. The content is replaced, and you can modify the article with AI in so many different ways. Let's say you wanted to rewrite this sentence, this paragraph. No problem. Click on rewrite. There you have it. Modify it if you want and click on use, and it's replaced. Similarly, you can do more than just select content and rewrite, expand, or reduce, or even generate an image for it. You can even create a list. For example, let's say we want to create a list for this particular subhead. No problems, just go into Articalize, then click on Insert List with AI, and you can just type impact of economic slowdown in China. And if you want to include any items, you can. If you want to instruct AI about what kind of items to include, you can do that too. Once you're ready, just click on generate, and you get the list right away. And click on use. If you wanted to change anything, of course you can. Format the article as you want. You can also insert content with AI. So if you want to expand or put new content in any way, for example, here you want to write a paragraph on how the industries are going silent in China. Only write 70 words. You can give exactly the instruction you want and click on generate. Use. That's how easy it is to keep augmenting your article, to modify it the way you want. Of course, you can do it by hand too. You can polish it to perfection. If you want to put in an image, you can do it in the edit mode. Click on the image button, and you have multiple options. Either you can generate with AI, or you can choose to upload an image from your computer if you have an image that you want to put up, or you can get images from Unsplash or Pexels. So these are free, sources to find images. Let's say China industry, and click on search. You get lots of options. For example, choose this one and use, and that image is inserted in your article. So yes, you have multiple sources for images too, and you can even put in quotes from AI. So you can just ask the AI to give you a quote. Give me a quote on the industrialization of China by a USA politician, and click on generate. I'll put this over here and click on generate. And there you have it, the quote exactly the way you want. So you can augment the article any way you want, either modify it manually or use AI to update it. You can even create the slug using the AI, so it does the SEO for you too. You can create meta keywords using AI and write the meta description using AI. So you will have a polished article with all the elements you want, presented exactly the way you want, in a matter of minutes. No need to spend hours trying to write an article. And once you're ready to publish it, you can either save it and publish it to your blog. You can connect your blogs to Articalize. We support connectivity to WordPress and Tumblr. So if you want to publish directly from Articalize, you can use WordPress or Tumblr and just click on publish, and it will get published there. Otherwise, if you're using other platforms, just copy and paste into any platform that you want. You can also download the article as an HTML file, and you can then print to PDF. If you want to create a PDF file of the article, you can. So the article is going to look like that as an HTML. This is an HTML file. And if you want to print it into a PDF, maybe make an ebook out of it or something like that, you could do that. You can also convert it to Markdown. So Markdown is a format that a lot of forums use. And if you want to use it, to put content on forums or on Quora, you could use Markdown there. So that's also possible. And it works just the same for every single platform. Let's say you wanted content from X. So I'm on my X profile now for the company Technic Force, and you wanted to grab, let's say you see a nice little post or a thread and you wanted to convert into an article. No big deal. Again, click on the Articalize logo, then click on select posts, start selection, and select the post that you want to convert just like that. Here we go. And then click on finish selection and then click on proceed to Articalize. You will see the post right over here. If you want to modify it, you do that. Otherwise, just click on next. And again, you've got the same options. And there you have it. This is the article written on the basis of that X post. The same thing for Facebook. Let's convert this example post into an article. Just hit the Articalize button, select post, start selection, select the posts that you want to convert, just like this, and then finish selection, proceed to Articalize. And right away, you get the content, the same workflow, modify the TOC, choose the headline, click on next. Check this out. This is the article. Look at the amount of detail in there. And if you want to change it again, of course you can, not a big deal at all. We wrote 3 amazing articles in just less than 10 minutes. Now Articalize has the same deal for every single platform. Whether you are on Threads or on Quora or on Reddit, you just hit the Articalize button and it will convert that content into articles. So it's like your constant companion. You don't have to go back to any platform. All you need to do is hit this button no matter where you are. If you see something while you're browsing that you like, click this button and Articalizes. That's how easy it is. And Articalize writes articles that are humanized, that are 100% not going to be detected by AI detectors as an AI content. Also, they also pass copyscape. You can use these articles without any risk. The images are also copyright free. Either they are generated by AI itself according to your article, or you can find free images from Unsplash and Pexels, or you can put in your own images. Also, Articalize has advanced features like restricted phrases. So yes, there is an algorithm in there that makes things unique, that creates high quality articles. But also apart from that, it recognizes the system that AI detectors use to detect certain content as AI. So one of them is using common phrases that AI uses, and Articalize automatically restricts your content writer or your content from having those phrases, right? And if you want, you can add to it, you can modify it if you want to, and your articles will not have those phrases. So that increases the originality, the uniqueness of your article even more. So this was Articalize, and it can help you write amazing articles that are unique, that are trending, that are relevant to the market, without having to spend a lot of time and a lot of effort. So if you like what you see, get Articalize, and I'll see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off. Wow, that was absolutely rocking, wasn't it, guys? Now imagine being able to do that with any article you want, being able to convert any content, any social media content into articles. Let me just try to get back on the screen. I had to change monitors. Let me just find that. So this is what Articalize can do. And if you are excited, if you loved what you saw, give me a yes in the chat, a loud yes. And I know that you got what I'm talking about, and Articalize is something that you want to know, want to learn more about, and I will proceed with that. So give me a yes in the chat box while I tell you about all the types of content that Articalize can convert and Articalize can make blog articles out of. So I'm seeing a lot of yeses already from Tony, from Matthew. So Matthew says it's awesome. Lindsay says far out and rocking. And Dale, yes. And Yes, actually, ES Super One. Scott says yes. Frank says yes. Lindsay is excited. Yes, yeah. That's good to know, Lindsay. I know you love this software. And Ross says yes. Philip says yes. So awesome, guys. I'm really, really happy that you understand the opportunity, that you understand the potential of the software. There has been nothing like this in the market yet. And imagine what this is about. You are just spending your day looking at social media, looking at X, looking at Facebook, looking at Reddit discussion, exactly what you do every day, and you see some amazing piece of content, you see an amazing discussion. Well, you don't have to wait any longer, you don't have to wish any longer. You can just hit a button and make a blog content out of it, take it to the market first. And somebody was asking me in the chat, hey, can I will it help me with AI SEO? Well, that's what AI SEO is all about. That's the only thing that is AI SEO. It's not about keyword optimization. AI doesn't care about keywords. AI only cares about questions and answers. We imagine this, understand this. When people go to AI, 90% of the time they are asking AI a question, and AI has to follow up with an answer. So to do AI SEO, all you need to do is always just focus on that format. Be informative, be direct, and answer a question. And social media is the best source for that kind of content, right? Not PhD level content that is not decipherable, right? That is understood by AI, but it is not it is not really cited in a manner where people can read it. So AI will never send you to that unless you ask specifically. So you just do that, convert social media into blogs, boom, boom, boom. You will start ranking for AI, right? So now let's go on and talk about more the features in Articalize. So the first thing, it lets you create fresh content without the work, right? You don't need to think about topics because the topics are on social media. You don't need to think about how you're going to start the article. You don't need to stare at a blank screen. You don't need to think of a headline. You don't need to think about the table of contents or the structure. Articalize does that for you. It's a huge time saver. Now, if you were a writer before, I don't know if any of you have been writing blogs. If you've been writing blogs, drop me a one. I want to see how many writers are in there in this room. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a question from Paul. Paul says, how I have Bloggy and how is it different? Paul, Bloggy is all about automation. You connect it to your blog, you hit a button and it automatically sources the content and it publishes. So it's got more of that, a sledgehammer approach where it just bangs, boom, bam, bam, without much strategy. But this is more strategic, right? It lets you decide what you want to put in. So it's more intentful and it gives you more control. So Articalize is for people who want to be more intentful with their content and who want to provide agency content to other people which is in a particular domain. So it's definitely a product which is perfect for people who want to create and direct the content that they want. Tony says yes a lot in different languages. So we have, I think we have only one writer today. So that's that's the crowd. So for all of you other guys who are not writers, well, you can get the fresh content. You will never have to face the problems that Tony faces. I know, and because I've been writing a lot from a long time, I know what it is about. When you start off a new article, it's always a pain. You have to figure out where to get started. And with Articalize, you never have that problem. Now you can convert any idea with one click. Now I showed you how to convert X post, this was a large post, but you can convert a 3-line post into an article. So all you need to come up with is just a concept, and even that can be converted into an article because Articalize will prepare that table of contents and it will convert that into, it will write a great article on it, right? So I hope you see that point too. Lindsay says, yes, can we use Articalize for writing ebooks? Yes, I said it before, and it's very easy. All you need to do is write a 5,000 word article. In my demo, I showed you how to write a 1,200 word article. Now, all you need to do is write a 5,000 word article and boom, you have one of the best ebooks, because any ebook maker that you see in the market today, it doesn't have the structure, the quality, and the content output of Articalize. Imagine creating those beautiful images that just gel perfectly. Do you remember that article that it made about the Chinese labor market? It was so impactful. The images of the people, the text on it, it was absolutely impactful. I couldn't have done the better job if I had spent hours on that article. So that's the kind of difference you get in there. So yeah, you can go to hash one by creating ranking articles from YouTube videos, also from, and you can do that for AI search and also for Google search. And you can do that not just from YouTube, you can do that from Quora and Reddit, you can do it from Facebook, and you can even convert any web page into an article. So let's say one of your corporate clients tells you, hey, this is my corporate profile. Can you please write an article on this, about some topic on it? Well, you can do that in one click using Articalize. You can create product comparisons, and because if you I'm not sure if you ever tried to write a product comparison articles. It's a headache, but it's also one of the most profitable things to do, because I'll tell you what, guys, people, when they search for products online, whether it's on Google or it's on AI, they're looking to buy very often. This is one of the most buyer intent niches. Reviews of products or comparison of products. And then if you're able to capture that niche, if you're able to capture any product in that segment, you could unlock a floodgate of affiliate commissions, or you could even sell the product themselves or the alternatives to that product. That's the kind of impact it can make. So targeting products is one of the most profitable strategies. And I'm sure you've heard before, the bloggers who make the most amount of money online, or the YouTubers who make the most amount of money online, or the Instagram people who make the most amount of money online, or Pinterest people who make the most amount of money online, are always people who talk about products. And this way, you can do product comparisons without having to read one product and read the second product and try to juxtapose the differences. AI does it on full autopilot. All you need to do is give it two links for one product and the second product, and boom, it does that. You can also create listicles. Now, is there anyone who doesn't know what a listicle is? I know it's a writer term, so some of you might know it, some of you might not. I'm going to explain it anyways, but let me just see. Is there anyone who does not know what a listicle is? Let me know in the chat. One is the number for not knowing what a listicle is. Well, Matthew came with a question mark, and you says you don't know. Frank also doesn't know. Pentalion. Okay, guys. So listicle is again one of the most profitable niches, or the most profitable article formats. And I'm sure you've seen this so many times. Nearly any time you put in a keyword in Google, you get article results on top, and the articles will look like something like this: top 10x. So top 10 smartphones of 2025, top 10 places you can go in summer in Switzerland. So think about it. Anything, any topic, any subtopic that you can think of, nearly in the first 10 results, you will see 3 or 4 listicles. That's how important they are. That's how impacting they are, because when people see a listicle, they're drawn to it like a magnet. They can't stop clicking on it and viewing it, and that's why they always rank to the top. And with Articalize, you don't need to compile that information separately. You don't need to write about every single thing and try to create a listicle. All you need to do is click a button, add a product, copy and paste a link, or copy and paste some content, and just keep adding the products, and boom, 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 with 5 or 6 clicks, and you have a final listicle ready for you in seconds, right? You don't have to write the listicle. So that is again something that we've built in it, because Articalize is built by real writers, people who have done blog writing, SEO writing for years. Now, I run a technology company. I've also been an internet marketer for 20 plus years. Honestly, it's 30 plus years now. It's been not 30 plus, 25 plus years. Yeah, I think I'm older than I am. So in any case, I've been doing this for a long time. I have created a lot of organic traffic websites and ranked with them. So I understand the system, and I put a lot of my personal experience into crafting Articalize to give you the best way to get or to get organic traffic, right? So the next thing, it automatically creates images and infographics for your articles. Now, did you see that image that it created for the Chinese article, or for the Pinterest article, or for the article about the real estate marketing? All of those images were beautiful. They were absolutely professional. They would, you would expect to see something like that on an article in Forbes, or, one of those top websites, because everything is so balanced. Well, with Articalize, it's done on autopilot. You don't need to do anything, right? Tony says, look great. I do agree, Tony. In fact, I was blown away by the quality of the images and how suitable they are. It's all thanks to the algorithm that we were able to crack, for this. Now, every product that I create, and I'm sure there are many users of my products in this room. If you ever use a product that is from me before, please drop a one in the in the chat box. And if you love that products, drop a three. I want to see how many of you guys have my products and how many of you guys actually love them. So one if you have it, and three if you love it. I want to see in the chat box. And Ross is coming up with a lot of threes. I'm guessing, Ross, you have a lot of products from me. So one of the things that I always take care of is create products that are intentful, that solve real problems. And I don't create products that are half made or half baked, or who are not that are not thought to the end, right? So in Articalize, it's all about AI. It's all about giving you the power of AI. So the first thing I did was I put in multiple AIs for everything. For content writing, you've got choices of the best AIs like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Grok. For images, you have best AIs, GPT images, ideogram, flux, and stable diffusion. And guess what? Today I was talking to my devs and I told them we need to put Google Imagen on it. And Imagen is one of the new image AIs. It's really good. It's coming to Articalize just next week. So think about that. It's always giving you the most amount of power. You don't need to buy 10 products. One product will give you the ultimate power to craft amazing things. That's what I think about. Always the best value. So you can create articles in any language. Every AI supports multiple languages, and we support all of the languages in turn. You can convert any language to any language. And I want to talk very, very briefly about how you can make money off it. I'm sure you've understood a lot already. Many of you run businesses. Many of you have agencies. You understand how to do this many times better than how I can explain. But for all the new guys here, you can rank with fresh and trending topics. You can capture AI search with the power of Quora and Reddit and Facebook and X, all the social media websites. Because again, remember this. Number one, AI doesn't have access to all of social media. OpenAI has only Reddit, Meta has only Facebook, and Grok has only X, right? So they don't intermingle, they don't talk to each other. So you can just become a person who converts social media content into blogs, which every AI has access to, and boom, you're already cited. The second thing, you can use the AI algorithm that says, okay, answer questions. You can just write articles that answer questions, and you're already in front of the queue. That's how you rank with AI search. So you can use this to rank. You can promote products. You can create product reviews. You can create product comparisons. You can put in your affiliate links, and you don't have to worry about it. They rank on pretty much autopilot, especially when you can scale it. Now imagine this: earlier, if people were doing it manually, they were creating 3 articles per day if they were working hard all day, right? And if you were not working hard, you were producing garbage, maybe you did 10, but they would never rank. So to create high quality articles of 1200, 1400 words each, you need to spend 2 hours on it. So by the end of the day, you've done 3, and that's about it. But with Articalize, you can do 10, 15, even 20, and high quality articles. So you can really go crazy with the scaling. Let's say you want to be in the mobile phone niche. You can write reviews about all the new mobile phones that are introduced every day. And every day, about 30, 40 new models introduced every day. And imagine being able to capture that market. It can be a massive opportunity for you when it comes to affiliate commissions. And you can do that with Articalize on full autopilot. Right. So you can do that with review blogs. You can create product comparisons and listicles. Great for affiliate blogs. You can provide content services to clients. So if you're running an agency, well, don't worry about it. Just talk to your clients and tell them, I can produce articles for you, and show them a sample article. They won't know that you produced it in 10 minutes. They know that, wow, this is a great looking article, great looking images, perfectly compatible for my blog, perfectly apt for my blog. And then you tell them, hey, I'm going to sell it to you for this much. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, this is an opportunity that will never go away, because here are a few things. AI is great, and you think that AI is accessible to everyone, but actually it's not. Businessmen are busy, professionals are busy. A person who's running a local business and agency, maybe a law firm, they don't want to be obsessed about all of these other things. They want to do their business. And if they can give a few dollars to some other person who can handle it for them, get them the traffic, manage it, they are more than happy. But they do know the opportunity. All they're looking for is a viable system, somebody who's genuine, who's trustable, and who will do the job without a problem. And with Articalize backing you, you are not having to do this manually. You don't have to create this all from scratch. You can be that person for people, right? All right, Geoffrey dropped a very good testimonial from me, Cyril. I have many of your excellent products. I have absolutely no regrets on those products that I have purchased. By the way, I'm also a member of the Technic Force Rewards. You are my best friend in the business. Well, Geoffrey, every day I wake up and I try to be your best friend, no doubt about it. And of course, for everyone else who's there, when I wake up, I think about how I can change the world, how I can, benefit all the people who are investing in my business. And that's my primary concern. So of course it should be like that. It should be like that for every producer. That's how I think people should be when they run a business. Now you can also sell access to your accounts, to the team level accounts, to other people. Let's say there's a guy who's interested in Articalize. You have team access at pro level. Also you can say, okay, I will recruit you as my team member, and you will need to pay me. You can do that. And if you get the reseller version, you can sell accounts on Articalize. You can sell Articalize and keep all the money. Especially this is going to be very relevant after the launch closes. During the launch, I'm selling one-time accounts. After the launch, all of my products go to recurring. It's $164 minimum for the pro version. The reseller version goes away. The one-time deals go away. And then you can go to my customers, my prospects, and tell them, Cyril is selling pro for 164. I'm going to sell it to you for $100. Nobody can say no to such a deal. Articalize is a solid product. It's a loved product. It will be developed and improved. How many people can actually say no to getting a $64 discount on Articalize, for example? And your magnitude of profit on that is multiplying a lot, because at the basic level, you get 70 licenses and you have an option to add 140 more. So you can have up to 210 licenses. Think about selling 210 licenses at $100 a pop. You're gonna be able to monetize up to 21,000 license. And this is when you're beating me at the price with a big fat margin, and I'm taking care of the support, and you are going to be able to get paid directly. So that's a crazy deal. So you can find clients for Articalize that way. I'm going to show you some ways to find clients for your article business, for your agency that provides article services to businesses. And if you want to know how to do that, drop me a yes in the chat box, and I'll show you not one, but 3 systems to find clients who could be your next client for articles generated by Articalize. Paul says yes. Matthew says yes. And Dale, yes. Lindsay, yes. Lots of people are eager to find out. So I'm going to hit that play button now and mute my mic. I'm going to show you 3 cool ways to find clients for your Articalize powered article writing service. The first way, all you need to do is go to Google Maps and put in absolutely any niche you want. Put in the name of the profession, put in any keyword from that niche. And what Google will do is it will highlight businesses that work in that niche near you. And then all you need to do is click on a business like this one and find the businesses that have a website, right? And then look, do they have a blog or not? If they don't have a blog, so they do have a blog, for example, this one, check if they have been posting regularly. Like they have been posting regularly, you can reach out to them and tell them, hey, if you want blog writing services, I'm here for you, and let me know what you're spending today. And here is a sample article that I've written for you that you can use, of course, that you can write using Articalize. Take a look at this, and if you want more articles like this, let me know. That's one way. The second way, the second angle is to find businesses who don't have a blog. Let's look at motei.com. That's another legal service provider. And let's see if they have a blog or not. And they do not have a blog. Well, you have an angle for that too. What you can do is you can call them, or you can write to them, write to the business and tell them, hey, Motei, I saw that you have a great website. It's a great service, but guess what? You don't have a blog and you're losing out on organic traffic keywords. Now, I can set up your blog for you. I can write your blog content for you. And these are my rates. And don't forget to attach a sample article. That's the way to find businesses who are in your area who might be looking for articles, and all you need is like 3 or 4 or 5 retainers like this, and you would be doing a nice takeaway, working from home without any hassles. And if you're running an agency, this is the greatest way to find new clients. Send them a sample of your work. You didn't have to write it yourself. It takes 10 minutes and you're already halfway there. The next is to go to Fiverr and look for article writing services. So if you look like that, like SEO articles, check for the keywords, and you can even check for keywords in a niche. you will get to see literally hundreds and thousands of people offering services. And what you need to do is offer services like them. So create a persona for yourself. Look at these listings. They've got great quality listings. Create a similar persona. In the beginning, of course, you will need to price yourself very, very competitively, but that's only till you get about 15 or 20 ratings. Once you have the ratings, you can rack up your prices. The higher ratings you have, the pricier you can get. So that's how the trick is to work on Fiverr. And it's the same thing on Freelancer. There are literally thousands of projects for SEO articles and content writing. Just click on view all for top projects, and then you can search and you will find hundreds and even thousands of projects looking for article writers, looking for content writers. And remember, you can power these blogs, you can write this content, write high quality content, and make this money from Freelancer too, right? And then you also have Facebook. Yes, Facebook can be a source of your best clients too. Just put in a search term like article writer. This is the kind of keyword people are looking for when they're looking for article writers. And then look for posts. You can find people who are literally looking for article writers and jobs and all. You can apply for them. You can talk to them and offer them your services. Just make sure you want to get you get really genuine listings, because there could be some fake listings, especially on Facebook. Then you can also look for people who are in the article writing niche, connect with them, build your network, and if you can get gigs through them, that's great. You can look for groups, and you will find many places where you can go for listings or for job gigs and find your next gig or client in groups too. So these are some ways that you can use to get clients. All you need to do is spend a few hours for the next few days, and you will easily land up your first clients, and then it only goes better and better from there. So guys, these were 3 basic strategies. I'm sure based on your own experience and based on your own marketing, you have certain clients too, where you have systems where you can benefit from this and you can unlock your own market too. Let's go on to the next slide, resume slideshow, I think. And so are you ready for the special deal? I've already spent so much time trying to show you what Articalize can do, and I've shown you the size of opportunity. I've shown you the AI SEO opportunity, and I want you to capitalize on it. So as usual, yes, during the launch time, I have a really crazy deal, and this deal that I'm about to show you will never be repeated again. It's the best deal that will ever be done on Articalize. So after the launch, the most important thing that's going to change, the reseller level is going away, and the reseller level is what lets you sell Articalize to other people. So in this deal, here is what I'm going to give you: the Articalize suite, or the Articalize all-inclusive suite. That's what I'm going to offer you on this webinar. The first thing, you get Articalize elite level, which is the most basic level of Articalize. It has 20,000 credits, which is good enough to write up to, I would say, 1,500 articles easily without spending a dollar more on buying any credits. By the way, the credits are sold at $1 for 1,000 credits, and for a typical article you will spend like less than 100. If you create a lot of images, you use the best AIs, maybe you're going to spend 250 credits. The article that I showed you with 3 images and all those different things, the cost was about 200 credits. So it's still gonna be about 20 cents, 15 cents, and all of that money goes straight to the AIs anyway. So you get these many credits, you get 3 writer AIs and 2 image AIs. This is perfect if you want to use Articalize all for yourself. You don't want to benefit by selling services. You don't want to benefit by selling licenses to other people. Then you also get the Articalize upgrade to pro level, and that gives you 50,000 credits, unlimited articles. Yes, you can produce unlimited articles every month, no limits. You can also just tap into all the article AIs and all the image AIs. Like I told you today, we are going to include Imagen in the Imagen 4. Imagen is a Google AI in the next week or so, maybe even lesser. Well, the people who have Pro will have access to it first. Eventually, it will come down to elite users, but a few months later. And I'm going to tell you this: when it comes to technology business, when it comes to AI, when it comes to internet marketing, the early adopters always have a significant advantage. So if you're able to grab the best AIs today, if you're able to grab the best systems today, the people who come in 4 months later, they're already way behind you because you've already taken the opportunity, right? So we want to do that for the pro buyers, for the pro level people. Then today, only on this webinar, only during this launch, I'm going to sell Articalize reseller. And after the launch, it's going away forever, right? I will not have reseller level again, which lets you sell licenses on Articalize. And remember, this is something that you can profit a lot from because Articalize is a well-maintained software. All of you know about the kind of work that I do on my apps. I maintain them, I make them work for forever, and I always try to make them better and better as time goes by. They just become better and better. Now, I don't know if anyone of you invested in my first product, which was TubeRank Jeet about 10 years ago. And if you're using TubeRank today, you know, you can see the difference. It's evolved quite a lot. Or Livecaster or Cloud Funnels, any of my apps that when they're started at a certain level. Already they're the best in the market. But then I get to hear from my customers, people like you who tell me, hey, Cyril, I want this feature. It would be great if your product has this way of working. And I build that and the product just gets better and better. So you can profit from it forever. Remember, these licenses that you sell never go away. It's not a product that's going to go out of the market 3 months later or 3 years later. It's always going to be there. Your licenses are always going to be sold. You will make back your money with the first license that you sell. But from then on, every license that you sell is going to be a profit on top. And you can do that forever, right? So this is the best investment you can do in the in your business today. And this is the best product that you can buy when it comes to reseller right now. You also get Tarantula SEO Spider, which is an AI SEO spider, which makes it easy for you to find opportunities to rank. If you crawl your own website with it, it tells you about what you can do better in SEO. And if you crawl other people's website with it, it will tell you what they are doing right and how you can tap into the market. Got a couple of comments I want to mention. Geoffrey says, I did purchase TubeRank years ago. Well, thanks, Geoffrey. It's still being maintained, still the best SEO software. And now it's improved quite a lot. Does it on full autopilot for YouTube. And Io says, Course Funnels. I know you've been using Course Funnels. I know you've set a lot of courses for a lot of clients with that, Io. So yep, it's another evergreen product for me. You also get today AI Collective Pro, which is like all the LLMs in one place, all the AIs in one place. So if you've been talking to ChatGPT and you've been talking to Claude or you've been talking to Grok, well, these are all different websites and you need to go to one website and then another website and then a third website to get the best information about any topic or to get the best content from, all of these different AIs. If you're using only ChatGPT, well, I'm sorry to say, my friend, this is the worst thing you could do to your business because it's being used by 250 million people. You're just another dude. Nobody cares about you. So please use all the AIs you can. Please use all the different ways you can. And please be innovative with AI. It's not a blunt instrument. You got to be crafty with it. And AI Collective lets you use all the AIs in the market in one place. So you could type a message like add ChatGPT, add Grok, add DeepSeek, answer this question. And all three will answer the question. You can see the three answers or you can see the three pieces of content and you can choose what you like. So you get all three different insights from all three different brains. And it's a great way to create content or to get answers or do your research in a way which is the most impactful. All of the AIs in one place and you get that in today's deal, right? Then you get the reseller sales pack, right? I'm going to give you reseller licenses, but I'm also going to make it easy for you to sell them. I'm going to give you a ready-made sales page that you can employ. You can use my sales page, put it on a website, put your buy button on it, make that money. I will give you the graphics, the emails that you can use. If you got an email list, I will give you the blog article that you can rank, the sales video, the demo video, and Facebook and Google ads, right? Everything you will get inside of that. Matthew says, how many days do your one membership members? Matthew, it's going to come to you in the next 3 days. You don't have to wait, right? You've got one membership, you will get this product very soon. Now, the Articalize all-inclusive deal during the launch is a value of $689 per year because it's recurring, right? Every product that I'm telling you about is recurring. If you go out of the webinar, go out of the launch, if you try to buy my products, you will have to pay yearly or monthly. Well, not today, not on this webinar, because I'm going to give you the all-inclusive deal on Articalize for only, and this is on this webinar, $199. Guys, this price is going to increase very, very soon. So I hope you can take advantage of it right now. It's $199 for every single product that I have told you about, and you save $490. It includes Elite, it includes Pro, it includes Reseller, it also includes Tarantula SEO Spider, and it also includes our AI Collective Pro. All of this software together in one place, right? So that's the deal that I'm going to offer you today. And to claim that deal, the place you need to go to is getarticalize.in/webinar deal. This is the link which is on the screen. Use that link, and I'm going to drop it in chat too. I think Swati will drop it in chat very shortly. So go to that URL and you will be able to buy that. By the way, I know some of you like to max things to the nth level, and some of you wants to use credits which are in an unlimited manner. I always get this demand from my customers: can you make me an offer which is too good, which is too good even for you? Can you give me unlimited credits? Well, today you can grab unlimited credits for 2 years, right? Not even for 1 year, for 2 whole years, and only for $39. It's like having to forget about credit expenditure for the next 24 months. And it's a lifetime, that when it comes to technology, to 2 years is a lifetime, right? Technology can evolve so fast. So for $39, you will not have to get a single reduction of credits for 24 months. And your first credit will be deducted only after 2 years, right? So your 50,000 credits will be intact. You're going to get 50,000 credits today. They will be intact for 2 years, and the first deduction will come only after 2 years if you get this upgrade. By the way, this is the page that you will see when you click on when you go to this link, which is on the screen right now. Go to the link and you will see this page where you will see all the upgrades. So this is Articalize. Then you can check box for unlimited credits. You can mark this box for extra 140 reseller licenses at $100 a pop. That's $14,000 in value. And today you can get it for $99. You also get Articalize. If you want to get a website from us, if you don't have a website or a domain name, you can grab it today for a special discount, only $69. And I want to tell you this, guys, for all of you who have any of my products which are included in this deal, I'm talking about, of course, Tarantula and AI Collective. Well, don't worry about it. I have a special offer for you. You can replace it with any of my other products. So you can go to my website. You will see a huge list of products. All of these are great products, totally amazing in what they do. And if you have AI Collective, if you have Tarantula SEO Spider, just tell my support, I have Tarantula SEO Spider. Could you please give me Engagey or Course Funnels or Cloud Funnels or Webinar Loop or any product that you want, and they will do it for you. Right now, they are selling it for recurring, monthly or yearly, but in this case, we will make an exception. We will give you the same deal, the one-time forever paid deal today if you want a replacement for any of the product. The link is again on the screen, and I'm going to put it in chat too. I'm surprised that nobody put it in the chat yet. So this is the link in the chat. You can click on this and go straight to the buy button to get this page, which will show you the buy process. You can buy the Articalize for $199. The regular price that I'm going to do on the launch is $247, but today on the webinar, it's $199. So you can save a lot of money if you just use that webinar link, and you make sure you get it from the webinar to make the maximum savings, right? So do that. And also you can get any of the upgrades that you want. You can grab those too. And we've got 3 upgrades over here: the unlimited users for 2 years. And we have extra licenses. We have Articalized domain names. So if you want to get a domain name and hosting, and you can grab that too. It's all included. And the total cost will be, of course, lesser because you don't have to spend that extra money, $247. And guys, before you forget, I want to remind you, all of this is covered by my special 30-day refund guarantee. This is an ironclad guarantee. It's not a fake guarantee. I don't know what your experience with other vendors are. Sometimes people come and tell me, hey, I have a hard time getting refund from a certain guy because I promote products, I sell products as an affiliate, and I always pursue them back. But when it comes to me, I have this very strong system of working. So 30 days is 30 days. If you have any problems with the software, if you don't like it, if you don't think Articalize is making a huge difference in your life, that you absolutely love it, you can just come to me within those 30 days and tell me, hey, Cyril, Articalize is not for me, and I will refund you all of the money. Forget about the credits you used, forget about the blogs that you created, forget about the ebooks you created. Anything that you do is absolutely on the house within those 30 days, only if you can afford to let go of Articalize. I'm so confident that once you get Articalize, you can never let go. You can never let it go. So I'm giving you this crazy guarantee. Use it for 30 days. Go crazy. Create 100 articles. Spend all the credits. And if you can then afford to let go of Articalize, let me know, and I will refund you all the money. I will not deduct a single cent. That's the guarantee I have for you today. So again, the link is in the chat. Click on it and you will be taken to the website. And if you get Articalize today, guys, it's very important. Drop me a word in chat. Let me know you are in so that I can give you a shout out and I know who I'm supposed to welcome today to the opportunity grabbers, to the people who turned this opportunity into a big, results for them. Who are the people who are result oriented, who want to get action and who want to get results from Articalize? Drop me a note that you are in, I'm in, and I'll give you a shout out and we will go on from there. Now, again, a lot of you guys told us in the chat how you use my software. A lot of ones, a lot of threes. People are using my products well, and of course you're loving them, but that's the kind of experience that I give to a lot more customers, even people who are not on this webinar today. So if you check out the ratings that we have on various platforms, for example, on Trustpilot, we have a rating today of 4.6. This is a bit older, so it says 4.5, but we have a rating of 4.6. So yep, that's how people love us. That's the kind of response people are giving us. They absolutely love the product. They absolutely love the service. We have 24-hour support, 6 days a week. You can go to my support chat anytime you want and ask, hey, can you help me? And there will be a human being helping you on all days except Sunday, right? So yes, and you also have a rating of 4.9 on Google Business. So if you look for our profile on Google, you will see people have rated us and they have always rated us very highly. So we have a rating of 4.9 on Google. So that shows you how much people love the products and how much credibility Technic Force products have in the market, and how much effort we're making to make sure that everybody gets the best results possible. So taking a couple of questions now. Dale says, is the domain real cPanel? Absolutely, Dale. You will get cPanel. Yes, it's real cPanel, and you will be able to use it in the best possible manner. Chris says, do we not need to do anything if we have one membership? Chris, you will get Elite and Pro versions in one membership, but you will not get reseller. So if you want to get the reseller licenses, 70 plus 140, I would recommend you grab the one-time deal. If you don't want the reseller licenses, don't worry about it. It will be in one membership with the Pro level. Paul says, I am traveling at the moment. Can I pick it up later? Well, Paul, I'm sorry to say, if you miss this opportunity, this price is going away. I have this crazy price only today, $199. It's not going to be coming up later. It's going to be at $247. So unless you planned on spending a little more, you should grab this opportunity today. Also, I want to tell you, this one-time offer is only available for the next 7 days, the launch period. After that, I'm just taking it away, right? And it will not be available later. Articalize will be sold for recurring after 7 days. The reseller version will go away. The one-time offer will go away. Tarantula and all these offers will go away. You will only have Articalize Elite and Pro. And if you bought them, you would be paying money every month or every year. The minimum cost of purchase after these 7 days only for the two software, Elite and Pro, is going to be $164 per year, right? The reseller is not even going to be there, and the all-inclusive version is not even going to be there, and everything is going to be a lot more expensive. So get it now if you can. Dale is asking me, can I put subdomains on the cPanel? Absolutely, Dale, you can. You can put subdomains on the cPanel, and you can also move your existing domain to the cPanel, right? You can absolutely do that. Not a problem with this. Faith is asking me a question. I think I saw you yesterday also, to this morning, yesterday evening, right? You were on the webinar. Good to see you again there, Frank. Do you offer a front-end one-time deal for personal use? Yes, Frank, now the front-end deal is available. You can go to the website and you will discover it. Go to the main website and it's there, so you can grab it if you want to. But I would recommend going for the all-inclusive deal if you can, because that's the one that gives you some crazy opportunities. Now, Paul says, can you explain more about the hosting offer? Sure, Paul. Well, it's for people who don't have a blog. Now, many of you guys already have a blog, already have a website, you're writing articles, or you have things going on, but there are some people who don't have it. So for them, I just want to make it a little bit easier. They don't have to go hunting around for a domain, and they don't have to go hunting around for hosting. I give you the best domain service and the best hosting for a very affordable price. So today you can grab it for only $69. You get the domain and the hosting in that offer. And the hosting is cPanel, so it's the best quality hosting, right? So again, the link to buy this or the link to get this offer is getarticalize.in slash webinar. It's on the chat, so use it. Tom says, can you put the articles on Blogger? Of course, Tom, why not? So it has API integrations for WordPress and also for Tumblr. But for all the other places, all you need to do is copy and paste. You can just copy and paste the entire article in Blogger. It takes what, like 10, 15, 20 seconds, and you've already got it there. Not a problem about taking your articles to Blogger or any other platform. Abraham says 7-day timeline is not good enough. Consider giving an extension. Some are very interested, but the cash is not available immediately. Abraham, I wish I could do that, but well, this is the covenant, this is the promise, and this is the system. When I create a product, I of course invest a lot of money in it, and I want to recover some of that before I take it to long-term recurring, before I take it to the usual way of selling. So the 7-day launch is just a special window for my customers to get in there and grab the best offer. After that, of course, I sell it with Facebook ads, with email marketing, with all of those organic things that happen in a different manner, and I get those trickle sales every day. But these 7 days are special, and I cannot give you the same offer after these 7 days. I'm sorry to say. Another question, do you offer? Okay, I think I did answer your question, Frank. So if you guys have more questions, be happy to tell me about it. And if you get Articalize today or any of the upgrades, let me know about it, and so that I can give you a shout out. And if you want to know anything about internet marketing or blogging or AI SEO, well, I'm happy to answer questions till I'm here. So drop those questions in there and I will be happy to answer whatever I can. Angelo says the website is for blog or selling this service license. I'm not really sure about the question, Angelo. The website is for blog or selling this service license. I'm not really sure. I understand. If you could rephrase your question, I will try to answer it. Just try to ask it with more explanation or in a different manner. Meanwhile, guys, don't forget about what is included in the offer today. You get Articalize Elite, you get Articalize Pro, Articalize Reseller, Tarantino SEO Spider, and AI Collective. Paul says, can I pick up the hosting later, say in a day or two? Absolutely, Paul. It's going to be available for the next 7 days. So you can buy the $199 deal today and you can come back later, maybe 2-3 days later, whenever you're ready. You can talk to my chat and tell them I need the blog upgrade, and they will give you a link to buy that blog upgrade. So don't worry about it. That is possible within the next 7 days. So this is the deal, Articalize Elite for $6-7 a year. That's the regular price. And Articalize Pro is for $97 a year. Articalize Reseller is for $197. That was the usual price that I used to sell when I sold it after the launch, but it's not going to be available. Tarantula SEO Spider is being sold at the pro level is at $164 per year, and AI Collective Pro is $164 per year. The total is $689 per year. That's what you need to pay if you don't pick up the special deal that I have today. And the special deal is only for $199. The link to get it is on the screen. Awesome, guys. So let me know what other questions you have. If you have anything that I can answer, I would be more than happy to answer it for you, to give you the details that you need. You can ask me about Articalize. You can ask me about other things. Frank says, try to use my PayPal link, but did not work. We'll try again. No problems, Frank. Whenever you're ready, you can let me know. Matthew says, I'm in. Well, thanks, Matthew. That's amazing. Congratulations and great to have you in. And I'm really happy that you love all the software. And you did say for all the great software. Thanks for all the great software that you're creating. Really appreciate your kind words, Matthew, and good to see you in there. Awesome. Next, we have a question from Frank. I've tried to buy, but the page did not accept my card. You have a couple of options. Frank, you could try. I'll tell you what to do different. So when you purchase this, you have two options. You can either go for the credit card option, which links to Stripe, or you can click on PayPal. So when you click on PayPal, you have the option to pay by your card or by PayPal. So you can pay by PayPal too, not a problem. So, it's not something that should prevent you. Just use PayPal if you're using credit cards. And if you're using PayPal, then try to go for credit card, which connects to Stripe. Joseph says, can I import my own audio file or my own PDF to rework, redo, and articleize? PDFs are very easy, Joseph. All you need to do is start from scratch and copy paste your PDF content. For your audio file, you should upload it to YouTube and just grab the YouTube link. I think that's the easiest manner because you cannot upload audio inside of Articalize. But I just gave you an easy solution. It's not difficult, so do that. Dale says PayPal billing agreement creation failed. Okay, so Dale, take a screenshot if you can. Take a screenshot of the issue and send it to my support team. They are on chat, and I will try to take a look and figure out. And if I can help you later after the webinar, I will try to do that. Paul says, I'm in. Thank you, Paul, for the entire, for getting it today, and really appreciate you. Saker says $199 is one-time payment, or is it for a year? Well, Saker, I have good news for you. This is the lifetime payment. This is a one-time payment. You do not have to pay it again. It's not yearly. I know sometimes, some of you guys are blown away by that this payment is one time and it's not lifetime. Well, that's the crazy deal I have on the webinars. And that's why I do only one per month, I think, from the last few months. So yeah, today on this webinar, it's only $199 one time. You don't have to pay it again. And Seika, when you get it, give me a shout out so that I know that you're in too. Awesome, guys. So again, drop me any questions you have. Paul says, can I use it on unlisted YouTube videos? Paul, you cannot. You have to make it public. After using it, you can make it unlisted or make it private. Not a problem. But for the software to grab it, you need to make it public. On second thoughts, you can, because here is what happens. The unlisted video is available to you inside of YouTube in your browser, and the plugin is on the browser. So you don't have to actually scrape it or parse it. So yes, you can. I want to change my answer, Paul. Yes, you can. 100% you can use it on unlisted videos. James said, I tried issue with card. Do I have to go through funnel when purchasing? No funnel here, James. It's the all-inclusive deal. It includes everything. All you need to do is buy that offer. There are a couple of upgrades that I told you about, which are available right on the front side. If you want to pick up any of those upgrades, you can, but you don't need to buy anything beyond this product. It's got everything. Dale is finally in, tried 3 times, and finally your payment was completed. To continue shopping, please return to the merchant. Well, Dale, I'm happy to see that you got in there. It's great to see you in, and I'm glad you were able to grab the best offer, because this $199 offer is not coming back, right? So yeah, it's a big savings, and it has all of these upgrades available if you want them. This is the link to go to if you want to get it. And you will see a page like this. Just click on the checkboxes to get the upgrades. And of course, Articalize is the main offer. You can pay by Stripe, or you can pay by PayPal any way you want. Michael says, I have not received my credentials to access the platform. Don't worry about it, Michael. Matthew. Matthew said that. Don't worry about it, Matthew. You will get it in a few minutes. If you don't, my support team will work it out for you. Just drop a chat to them. We will look into it and we'll make sure that you get those credits. You are absolutely secure in there. Joseph says, getting in after we close out. Yep, Joseph, we've been online for quite some time. I think it's about 1.5 hours. It went faster than yesterday evening. I think yesterday evening I was online for more than 2 hours. But I tried to pick up my pace today, and that's why we are done faster. And I'm here. As long as you guys ask me questions, I will be here, because that's the promise. If you got any questions for me, I will give you the answers. But if you run out of questions, well, I will close the webinar and I will go home. But keep asking me questions and I will answer those. This is the price that you get today. It's a special price only available today. and you can grab this for $199. Savings of $490. You get these upgrades, and the offer has these products: Articalize Elite, Articalize Pro, Articalize Reseller, which gives you 70 licenses to sell. And if you want to upgrade to 140 licenses, you can do so. Then there is Tarantula SEO Spider, and finally AI Collective Pro. All of these products are included in the today's all-inclusive deal, which is on sale for $199. And this is the link if you want to get it. Go there and grab it now. Pantaleon says, I receive an error in processing payment through PayPal. Pantaleon, drop me a screenshot of that in my chat. I will take a look. A couple of guys have already, reported that. So I definitely want to investigate. I want to see what's up with that because nobody reported that yesterday on yesterday's webinar. I want to make sure that it's something that's temporary. If you can't get in through PayPal, try to get in through Stripe. I think some people are getting in through Stripe. There was an error processing your payment. Please try again or contact support. Very interesting. Not any more information. I think. All right. So I will check this out and I will try to find out what's happening. I am getting orders though. Some people are already coming in through various payment systems. So I'm not sure if it's only for you or for everyone, but I will check it out. Angelo says, I can't pass up this deal. It's too good. Thanks. Well, Angelo, it is. It's a great deal. And that's what I specialize in. I specialize in great deals, great products that actually help you, products that move the needle. I don't create products that are hyped. I create products that provide value. That is my mission statement, and that's what I try to do every single day. So I'm glad you liked this offer. Glad you liked Articalize. It's a great product. By the way, any of you, do you want to see the demo again? If anyone missed it or anyone wants to understand what it does and how you can benefit from it, anyone here wants to see the demo again, drop me a yes, and I will play the Articalize demo one more time. Let me know if you want to see the demo again. Hey, look at this. Angelo actually is the fastest guy. He's using it today for a client side. Well, that was epic, Angelo. I'm going to say this. You are an ace marketer. I love this. I love seeing this. I'm on this webinar for the last 1 hour, 40 minutes, and Angelo is already at it. That's amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you the demo now. All right, give me a second. I want to play it at 1.5x the speed. It's fun. I listen to videos mostly at fast pace. Here's this demo I made today because we made some new features this morning. Welcome to Articalize. This is the only AI content writing software that lets you create content that actually gets ranked on Google and also on AI search engines. It works by letting you grab human content and then transforming it into a high quality, trending, and absolutely relevant article. Let's see how it works. Now, the articles that you write can be visible or are visible in the article section. Here are some articles that I wrote recently. To get started, to start your first article, what you need to do is go to Writer and you have multiple options. You can start from scratch, which is start with a blank screen. You can turn a YouTube video into an article. You can turn a Facebook post into an article. You can do the same with X threads on threads.net. You can do that with Quora posts, with Reddit posts, with articles on LinkedIn, with posts on LinkedIn. You can transform any website URL, right? Absolutely any website URL into an article. You can create product reviews by sourcing content from Amazon and from any other e-com website. You can create product comparisons by just picking up content from 2 product websites and just putting it side by side together. You can even make listicles or write a complete article with AI. Now, I'm going to tell you this, sourcing content from places like YouTube or social media, websites like Facebook and all is a very smart strategy because these websites have the latest content. Whenever something new emerges, whether it's a new idea, a new incident or a happening in the world, or there's a new product or a new concept or a new thing that people want to discuss, it appears on sites like YouTube, on X, on Facebook. So that's where you should be grabbing your content from. Let's get started by converting a YouTube video into an article. Now, if you go to that page, you can of course put in a YouTube video URL and then open YouTube. Otherwise, what you can do is you can use Articalize plugin all the time. So when you're browsing the internet, you're just browsing it naturally. And let's say you like a video that you want to convert. Let's say you want to convert this video. All you need to do is click on the Articalize Chrome extension right here. Yes, there is a Chrome extension as a part of the package. And you can just click on get transcript. It automatically shows you the right option for every website. And once it's got the transcript, just click on proceed to Articalize. And you will see the transcript on the screen. If you want to change it in any way, you can. Otherwise, just click on next. And then you get to choose how you want to create the article, what kind of AIs you want to use. So we do give you options to use multiple AIs. There's of course OpenAI, ChatGPT, there is Gemini, Mistral, Claude, models. There are models from Meta, Llama, and Grok 3 too. So you can use any AI you want. I'm going to use OpenAI GPT-4. It's a pretty good one. You can also select the language that you want to create the final content in. And remember, it doesn't matter what the source content is in. The final language is according to what you choose. So yes, it does the translation on runtime. Now you can also choose to either view the TOC, the table of contents that Articalize generates for that particular content that you gave as source, or you can just go choose to skip that step. And of course, Articalize also creates images, right? And you have multiple models to use to create the images too. I will use GPT images 1, but there are a bunch of other models. And if you want, you can put text on the images. Yes, I want to do that. You can also choose the ratio for the image and decide how many images you want to create. And you can choose the style of the article that you want to write. So you've got so many different styles. Next, you can choose how many words you want to create. 1200 is pretty good. Just click on next. And the first thing, Articalize will look at the source content. It will automatically structure it and create a table of contents. There it is. You can modify the TOC if you want to, and you can choose from 3 different headlines. If you want to change the headline for some reason, let's say you want to use a dash instead of a colon, or you want to change anything else you want, just do that and click on next. Now the article is being written, and now the images are being generated. It takes like 20 to 30 seconds to get this done. And there you have it. This is the article. Look at the way it's structured, a perfectly made image. Then you've got the article with different headlines. And by the way, this is a very, very powerful editor. It is a very powerful AI editor. If you've used the best in the class, it's equivalent to those. And you can change anything that you want. So there's a particular subheadline and sub-subheadlines. Everything is structured in here, and you can modify it the way you want. Let's say for some reason you want to create more content for this particular headline. All you need to do is select this, and you will automatically get options like rewrite, like expand, reduce, or generate image. For example, if I want to expand, all I need to do is click here. And here is the content that's written. You can change it any way you want. If you want to reformat it or change any text about it, you can do that. Once you're ready, just click on use. And there you have it. The content is replaced, and you can modify the article with AI in so many different ways. Let's say you wanted to rewrite this sentence, this paragraph. No problem. Click on rewrite. There you have it. Modify it if you want and click on use, and it's replaced. Similarly, you can do more than just select content and rewrite, expand, reduce, or even generate an image for it. You can even create a list. For example, let's say we want to create a list for this particular subhead. No problems, just go into Articalize, then click on Insert List with AI, and you can just type impact of economic slowdown in China. And if you want to include any items, you can. If you want to instruct AI about what kind of items to include, you can do that too. Once you're ready, just click on Generate, and you get the list right away. And click on Use. If you wanted to change anything, of course you can. Format the article as you want. You can also insert content with AI. So if you want to expand or put new content in any way, for example, here you want to write a paragraph on how the industries are going silent, China, only write 70 words. You can give exactly the instruction you want and click on Generate. Use. That's how easy it is to keep augmenting your article to modify it the way you want. Of course, you can do it by hand too. You can polish it to perfection. If you want to put in an image, you can do it in the edit mode. Click on the image button, and you have multiple options. Either you can generate with AI, or you can choose to upload an image from your computer if you have an image that you want to put up, or you can get images from Unsplash or Pexels. So these are free sources to find images. Let's say China industry, and click on search. You get lots of options. For example, choose this one and use, and that image is inserted in your article. So yes, you have multiple sources for images too, and you can even put in quotes from AI. So you can just ask the AI to give you a quote. Give me a quote on the industrialization of China by a USA politician, and click on Generate. I put this over here and click on Generate. And there you have it, the quote exactly the way you want. So you can augment the article any way you want, either modify it manually or use AI to update it. You can even create the slug using the AI, so it does the SEO for you too. You can create meta keywords using AI and write the meta description using AI. So you will have a polished article with all the elements you want, presented exactly the way you want in a matter of minutes. No need to spend hours trying to write an article. And once you're ready to publish it, you can either save it and publish it to your blog. You can connect your blogs to Articalize. We support connectivity to WordPress and Tumblr. So if you want to publish directly from Articalize, you can use WordPress or Tumblr and just click on publish and it will get published there. Otherwise, if you're using other platforms, just copy and paste into any platform that you want. You can also download the article as an HTML file, and you can then print to PDF. If you want to create a PDF file of the article, you can. So the article is going to look like that as an HTML. This is an HTML file. And if you want to print it into a PDF, maybe make an ebook out of it or something like that, you could do that. You can also convert it to Markdown. So Markdown is a format that a lot of forums use. And if you want to use it, to put content on forums or on Quora, you could use Markdown there. So that's also possible. And it works just the same for every single platform. Let's say you wanted content from X. So I'm on my X profile now for the company Technic Force, and you wanted to grab, let's say you see a nice little post or a thread and you wanted to convert into an article. No big deal. Again, click on the Articalize logo, then click on select posts, start selection, and select the post that you want to convert just like that. Here we go. And then click on finish selection, and then click on proceed to Articalize. You will see the post right over here. If you want to modify it, you do that. Otherwise, just click on next. And again, you got the same options. And there you have it. This is the article written on the basis of that X post. The same thing for Facebook. Let's convert this example post into an article. Just hit the Articalize button, select post, start selection, select the posts that you want to convert, just like this, and then finish selection, proceed to Articalize, and right away you get the content. The same workflow, modify the TOC, choose the headline, click on next. Check this out. This is the article. Look at the amount of detail in there. And if you want to change it again, of course you can. Not a big deal at all. We wrote 3 amazing articles in just less than 10 minutes. Now, Articalize has the same deal for every single platform. Whether you are on Threads or on Quora or on Reddit, you just hit the Articalize button and it will convert that content into articles. So it's like your constant companion. You don't have to go back to any platform. All you need to do is hit this button no matter where you are. If you see something while you're browsing that you like, click this button and Articalizes. That's how easy it is. And Articalize writes articles that are humanized, that are 100% not going to be detected by AI detectors as an AI content. Also, they also pass Copyscape. You can use these articles without any risk. The images are also copyright free. Either they're generated by AI itself according to your article, or you can find free images from Unsplash and Pexels, or you can put in your own images. Also, Articalize has advanced features like restricted phrases. So yes, there is an algorithm in there that makes things unique, that creates high quality articles. But also, apart from that, it recognizes the system that AI detectors use to detect certain content as AI. So one of them is using common phrases that AI uses, and Articalize automatically restricts your content writer or your content from having those phrases, right? And if you want, you can add to it, you can modify it if you want to, and your articles will not have those phrases. So that increases the originality, the uniqueness of your article even more. So this was Articalize, and it can help you write amazing articles that are unique, that are trending, that are relevant to the market without having to spend a lot of time and a lot of effort. So if you like what you see, get Articalize and I'll see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off. Awesome. So that was the demo, guys. And if you're still here, if you still have questions, I'm happy to answer those. I don't see a lot of questions in chat. I'm going to play one more video before we close, and it's the sales video of Articalize. I think it's a pretty good sales video. Just wanted to show you the sales video and make sure that you know about that too. Just a second. I think I closed the entire thing. Here we go. Let's look at the sales video. Search is still the most powerful way to get your business discovered and drive high value, relevant traffic to your websites. But there's a huge shift in the way search works. Online search now is not just about the way search works. Online search now is not just about Google search results, but also AI. Yes, AI search is rapidly becoming as critical as Google's core algorithm, and its importance is only accelerating. Google itself now prominently displays AI-generated search results on top of the standard organic listings. That's right, even before they show the results from the regular algo. This alone tells you precisely how vital AI SEO has become. Want to rank and get traffic in a tough market? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You cannot rank with low-value, machine-generated fluff. Search engines want people-first content, rewarding EEAT. That's experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. These are inherently human qualities, and let's be blunt, traditional AI, relying solely on its internal training data, produces content that's already stale, lacking real-time insights and fresh perspectives. The problem is stark. AI is powerful, but it struggles with genuine freshness and true AI SEO optimization. But what if you could change that? What if there was a revolutionary way to leverage AI speed, not just for basic generation, but for transforming dynamic human-generated insights into high-ranking articles that both Google and AI search absolutely adore. Imagine an unlimited stream of premium, relevant content at your command. What if you could make content that's perfectly AI SEO optimized, ensuring your content ranks not only on Google search, but also on AI search? Get ready for Articalize, your ultimate AI article writer specially made for marketers, SEO specialists, writers, and agencies who want to dominate their niche. Articalize isn't just an article writer, it's the ultimate content advantage because it can convert human-generated content from the internet into high-quality articles. Content like YouTube videos. Yes, now if you like a podcast or a compelling video, you can convert it into an article with just a click. Articalize will extract the transcript and reshape it into a comprehensive, high-quality article in just minutes. You can do that with all of social media too. Tap directly into real-time pulse of conversations. Those viral discussions on X, popular posts on Facebook, trending topics on threads, or expert insights from LinkedIn. Articalize converts them into fresh, relevant articles that rank high on Google and AI search. You get the traffic, Articalize does the work. You can also transform community discussions on Quora and Reddit into articles. Think about that. These platforms are vibrant hubs of authentic user questions and discussions. Imagine creating articles that attract the same kind of attention and generate similar engagement. Your business would love that. In fact, you can go beyond social media and create product reviews out of Amazon listings. You can even create product comparisons and listicles. That's not all. You can take the URL of any web page, feed it into Articalize, and make a fresh original article out of it. Articalize does more than just write. It helps you unearth untapped angles and emerging trends directly from social media, and this ensures your articles are genuinely fresh and designed to perform. This is the essence of creating people-first content that Google's algorithms are now actively rewarding. And importantly, Articalize is 100% safe, legal, and ethical to use. Articalize doesn't copy, it transforms and reinterprets content, creating 100% original articles. The outcome, content that effortlessly sails through Copyscape and all AI detection tests, so you can publish with complete peace of mind. Articalize also has an advanced AI editor so that you can polish your masterpieces to perfection, easily correct grammar, enhance clarity, adjust writing styles, or even brainstorm new ideas. And guess what? It doesn't just do text but graphics too. That's right. Articalize also generates the graphics to go with your article, all on autopilot. You can make articles in any language you want. Transform content from any website into a unique article in your chosen language, efficiently capturing local audiences. It integrates with WordPress and Tumblr. All it takes is one click and your article goes live on your blog right from within Articalize. You've now seen the immense power, you understand the unparalleled potential. It's time to stop producing thin, plagiarized, or low-value content that gets ignored. It's time to start creating compelling, high-ranking articles in minutes to drive massive traffic and confidently offer effective SEO or content services to your clients. So if you're ready to make the best content of your life, it's time to upgrade to Articalize. This is the perfect time to get Articalize because right now Articalize is on sale and you can grab it for a super special price. So don't miss out. Get instant access to Articalize today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Get your Articalize now. Hey there guys, this was the sales video of Articalize and I hope you loved it. Again, remember that your purchase is covered by a 30-day money back guarantee. My support team is here if you need any help and we will be taking care of you. Now I have a question with Geoff. Geoff, you want to share your account with your son? Well, you can, absolutely, no bars from me. Remember, we have team access. You know better teammate than your son, right? So definitely go ahead and share your account and have fun, enjoy Articalize. I hope your son enjoys it too. And he creates a lot of great content with Articalize. Lindsay says, so love the smile in your voice. Well, Lindsay, thank you so much. I have fun doing this. This is about my products and I spend a lot of time creating them. It's my passion. Of course, it's fun to talk to you. And when I hear this feedback, when I see the positive energy in the room, when I see that my audience, my customers are here to support me and to check out my newest product, and they already have this faith, this confidence in the products that we have created in the past. They have benefited from it. They've come here with conviction. Well, it makes all the difference. Of course, you're one of those, Lindsay. I think I cannot think of a product that you don't have from me. Really appreciate you too. So thanks again, guys, for coming in today. I think the crowd is thinning out finally, and we spent a close to 2 hours today on the webinar. Really appreciate you. If you want to get this product and you still haven't got it, the link is on the screen. That's where you can go to buy Articalize. Grab it today. The special price is on today. It's for you to take You get the complete all-inclusive deal for that price. And if you have anything that you want to ask about, I will be available later through the support team. Maybe me, not directly, but my team is there, and anything that I need to see, they always escalate it to me and make sure they get my attention. So if you have anything to say to me, come to me through the support ticket and we will be in touch. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off.